We survey our members routinely. We talk to them about the capital environment. We talk to them about the research environment. And what we hear from the companies that are in the capital markets looking to raise rounds to try and provide new research and developing is not, it is that question of the word waiver, whether it's limited or not. It recognizes a fact that WTO agreements have the propensity to be renegotiated on the fly, waived in some circumstance, and that makes it harder to confirm to funders that the market that exists now will be the similar market that exists when a product comes to market in 5, 10, or 15 years with $2 to $3 billion of outside funding. It's very clear that folks in leadership in the WTO don't view it as, they view that as the first step towards other waivers and other technological advances. So if you're trying to raise $2 billion for a climate tech fund right now, the question becomes, at what point is that subject to some sort of limited waiver that also applies to your technology?
There's nothing really new that came about in the agreement in Article 39 that's not already there. So this is just part of the fear mongering that really doesn't help. I mean, you've got the lobbyists trying to gin up a bunch of hysteria about what the WTO is doing, and that probably has a bigger effect on capital markets than what the agreement actually did in practice from a legal point of view.
I would just dispute that this is scaremongering. If we're going to change the rules as we go along in a market that requires outside significant capital to develop new technologies, actions and words matter. And if the WTO Director General is going to stand up and liken the TRIPS waiver agreement to the climate technology to climate change and to climate emergencies, the markets will react to that. And whether or not we want to dispute whether that will happen today or will happen in 10 years, it clouds the environment for investment in that research. So it is materially true. And we're seeing that now. And so if we want to look at a mutating pathogenic virus and we want to have new therapeutics moving forward, it's not scaremongering to say that investors are going to look at the actions associated with all of the advocacy organizations as well as the officials in the WTO, and they're going to titrate their investment based on that, not just on the paragraphs on the page.